Hey guys, what is up? I had no intention of vlogging today, but I'm in the mood. So I randomly am throwing the camera on to say hello. I am about to make some oat milk and I was editing a video and decided to take a little break. This morning, Sydney had an assembly at school and the chorus does their thing during the assembly, so I got to watch Sydney sing for the first time this year in chorus, and so that was super fun. And yeah, today it's a Friday, so I don't know, even though I am working, it always feels super exciting for a Friday because I know Sydney's gonna be home with me for the next couple of days, and I just love the cozy vibes, the not rushed mornings. Anyway, I'm gonna make some oat milk. I am craving an iced latte, and I only like iced lattes with oat milk these days, or almond milk. Something non-dairy is what I prefer, just flavor wise. So I thought I would go ahead and try a homemade oat milk. I've never made it before. Looks super easy. As you saw, I made a walnut milk the other day and we are out of that, and so I'm gonna go ahead and try my hand at this. I'm gonna make it a little sweet with maple syrup and possibly throw some cinnamon in there since I'm gonna be using my cinnamon brown sugar syrup. We'll see. Hopefully it comes out good. It's not slimy. Hopefully it's thick and flavorful and delicious. I've seen a couple of different recipes online, so I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna do a cup of just oats. These are just organic rolled oats. 1 cup of those. I'm gonna do 4 cups of cold water. Now I'm gonna add maple syrup as a sweetener. You don't have to sweeten it or anything. You can just leave it plain if you like that type of oat milk, but I feel like in a latte I'm gonna want it a little bit sweet. So real maple syrup, not pancake syrup. 1 tablespoon of that. Splash of vanilla. Okay, 20 to 30 seconds. All right, so I still am waiting on the nut milk bags and my cheesecloth is dirty. So I'm just gonna use this fine mesh strainer and hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it works. It looks like it's stopping some of it from going through. I might strain this twice. All right, I just remembered I wanted to add cinnamon. I never did. So I guess this is just vanilla. And I can add cinnamon when I'm making my coffee. Let's see if I can do this without making a royal mess. According to the recipes, it will last 4 to 5 days in the fridge. I'm gonna go ahead and make a latte now. I have 2 shots of espresso here. To that, I'm gonna add my brown sugar cinnamon syrup that I made in my last food prep video. I'm gonna add, I don't know how many pumps, maybe, we'll see how big they are. That looks phenomenal. I hope it tastes good. I added 1 more pump of syrup and added the perfect amount of sweetness. It is so good. I think the next time I make oat milk, I'm gonna play around with soaking the oats first, then rinsing them off before I blend them up with water, just to see if that will make it a little thicker and creamier. I was just craving a latte, like something iced. Even though I'm frozen and my bones are like ice, I still want an iced latte. What is on the agenda today? I don't know. I've been telling Sydney that we're gonna decorate for Christmas over the weekend. So I should probably grab some stuff out of storage. At least that way I don't have to do it this weekend and it will just be down here and ready. I have lots of dishes to do currently, so that is what we will do. I do have to finish editing, not finish editing because I don't think it's gonna go live for a couple days, but get a little bit of work done as well. Sydney requested For movie night treat, she requested homemade ice cream. And I don't know if I have ingredients to make homemade ice cream or if my ice cream maker is even in the freezer. Maybe I'll have to just get store-bought. I don't know. I think she's liking that I'm making things homemade just as much as I am because she feels like she has access to all of the things. Okay, I'm going now. That way will have a little bit of time afterwards to just be home, be cozy, vacuum, and try to just pick up before I grab Sydney after school. I'm gonna grab produce, like fruit, chicken, and then stuff to make the ice cream. So just milk and heavy cream. That's all I need. That's all I need. All right, I mostly stuck to the list. Still an expensive trip, but mostly stuck to the list. Like I said, I mostly stuck to the list. I did get chicken. I knew I wanted to get chicken. And then I got some vanilla bean paste. I just did not want to spend $20 on one vanilla bean pod to make vanilla ice cream. This is not wanting to spend that much. So I at least grabbed the vanilla bean paste, which is still $12, but at least I'll get much more use out of this and can use it in many more recipes. That's another thing that I'm going to try to do very slowly is stock up on really good quality ingredients that I am cooking and baking with. Slowly though. This is a work in progress. I went to go make Italian dressing the other day and realized I was out of, or I used up the rest of the red wine vinegar, so I grabbed a thing of that. Let's see, raspberries, strawberries. Some of this chicken for Sydney for school lunches next week. That's just easy. Fresh chicken, some baby spinach. I've been on a huge kick of spinach salads with raspberry vinaigrette, gorgonzola, walnuts, and then sliced strawberries. I'm just on a huge kick of that right now. So that sounds delicious. Again, raspberries and strawberries. The vanilla bean paste. I got some whole milk and heavy cream for the ice cream, which I need to make right now. Chicken tenders. I got sliced beets and white beans. I used up the last of my white beans in the soup that I made last night, and then also sliced beets that Sydney loves. And I've also been seeing the viral appetizer going around with the Boursin cheese, some pistachios drizzled with honey, and then dipping crackers in them. And so I just grabbed things. Maybe I will bring that to Thanksgiving. I'm unsure. Hopefully it tastes good. A thing of 4 blended of mixed cheese. I like this in homemade Alfredo sauce and on pasta, Asiago, Fontina, Parmesan, and provolone. It is delicious. Oh, and then just a block of sharp cheddar. I opened up my last block of sharp cheddar yesterday, so I just like to have this on hand for shredding of my own cheeses. I made a pasta salad and used the rest, so there is what I got. Heavy whipping cream, whole milk, sugar. Oh, It hurts my soul to use this much sugar. And that's all I'm doing for this recipe. You can obviously, you know, cook it with the egg yolks and it will be even creamier and more decadent, but that, I'm just calling it easy. So I'm gonna stir it. Probably should not be using a whisk, but I am gonna stir it until most of that sugar is dissolved and then pop it in the fridge to chill. It is a couple of days later. Sydney ended up having a her movie night with her friend. So her friend came over, had dinner with us. They had that ice cream, which was so delicious, and enjoyed themselves. Then they went to like a little camp event thing the next morning. So we had a lovely weekend. And now, first of all, I'm wearing my blue light glasses out because I feel like a naked mole rat. I have zero makeup on. I'm kind of marinating in some self-care. I got Sydney some new shoes since she's been growing so fast lately. And I got her a couple pair, and this pair she tried at school yesterday and they just did not work for her. The ankle was apparently not flexible enough and it was hurting her all day. So she had to actually borrow some shoes from school. So I'm just gonna go ahead and return these because I don't think even with breaking them in that they will work for her, unfortunately. She loves them and thought they were adorable, but they're just not practical. So I'm gonna return those. And then I got myself a really cute shacket that I wanna love, but it swallows me whole. And I think this would look so good on someone who's really tall, but not 5 foot like me. It's a really fluffy, adorable shacket from Nordstrom, but it's just too big on me, like too fluffy on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and return that. I do also want to go to Whole Foods. I think it's been a year since I've been, and I want to check out some snacks for Sydney and just grab a couple of random items there. So I totally forgot there's a new Barnes & Noble right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop in there and check that out after I make my return. I have a $10 Barnes & Noble gift card from using the Fetch app. I use like all my coupon apps still. I'll leave a code if you guys don't have the Fetch app, where you can download it, and I think if you use mine you can get like 1,000 points. You can get points, so check it out. I always like cashing in my points when it's Christmas time. I think last time I cashed in my points for when we went to Disney, I got Starbucks gift cards so I could use it while we were there. Anyway, we're gonna go to Nordstrom first to return set items, and then I kind of want to browse shoes because Sydney definitely needs some shoes to wear with dresses, but very briefly, and then go to Barnes & Noble. Okay, it was really hard to put away that sweater, but I put it away. I still want to get it for her though because it's adorable. But I put it away. Okay, now we're gonna go into the new Barnes & Noble. Ooh, it smells new. We have this book and I love it. I think this is the prettiest Barnes & Noble I have ever been in. We love the I Spy books. They make great gifts for kids of all ages. Some of them are harder than others. So I didn't get anything at Barnes & Noble, although I was tempted to buy all of the things. I want to figure out like what I want to get her first and not just buy something to buy something. Maybe one of those I Spy books. I did see the Where's Waldo books too. Which I used to love as a kid. I just don't want them to be like a one and done. Like once she finds them, she'll always know, you know? So maybe I'll do an I Spy, but I didn't see a whole lot of them, just the Christmas one. Anyway, I am gonna head to Whole Foods now. That way I know that I have enough time to do so. These are so good. So good.